This episode is brought to you by SD Sober Living. If you or someone you know needs a safe, supportive recovery home, then reach out to SD Sober Living at www.sdsoberliving.org or call 619-334-9869. That's 619-334-9869. Come get some fuck fentanyl and some San Diego recovery at SD Sober Living. Hey everyone, I want to take a moment to talk about something really important, mental health and addiction. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health or drug addiction, especially if they're facing chronic relapses or have a history of bouncing in and out of treatment centers, I want to recommend Baja Rehab. Baja is a premier lockdown treatment center located just 45 minutes from the San Diego border in beautiful Mexico. I've had the opportunity to visit their facility, and I can tell you firsthand, it's not only stunning, but also equipped with everything needed for recovery. They offer comprehensive medical detox and have a dedicated team of drug counselors and specialized therapists. If you are ready to take the first step towards healing, call Shalom, the intake director, at 619-855-6368. That's 619-855-6368. Your loved ones deserve a second chance, so don't wait until it's too late. Reach out to Baja Rehab today. This is the Fuck Fentanyl guy letting you know if you or a loved one is injured in a motorcycle accident, then call 1-800-Lawtigers for a free case evaluation. We are available 24/7. That's 1-800-Lawtigers with over $1.5 billion recovered in verdicts and settlements. Nobody got your back more than Lawtigers. Yeah. Apple by Charlie. Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Luis Romero. I'm the Fuck Fentanyl guy, and this is the Fuck Fentanyl podcast. I have my friend Faye here. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. This is so cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for agreeing to do this. I'm so excited.
What an awesome concept. I think that this is such a genius brand.
Thank you.
I love the name, and what a movement.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. It's going 3 years strong.
Good for you.
Thank you. So, well, you grew up in Encinitas?
Yeah, I grew up in Encinitas and lived there until I was 4, and then I moved to like 40 different houses. My parents moved like every year.
All the time.
I've gone to like every school in North County.
No shit.
Yeah.
Why moving so much?
They got divorced when I was 4,
okay.
and they just moved every year because they rented, and we always stayed in like Del Mar and Encinitas area, but yeah, there was a lot of changes in my childhood.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that must suck because I kind of experienced that too, going to different schools all the time.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's weird, making new friends and kind of like the cycle.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So I would change probably like once a year until 3rd grade. And then I stayed at the same school from like 3rd to 6th. And then went to middle school at Earl Warren and then Torrey Pines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. How was it over there in Torrey Pines?
It was crazy.
Yeah,
I would not recommend it.
Really?
Yeah. It was really bad. We had a lot. I didn't, but a lot of people had a lot of money and a lot of drugs.
Gotcha.
It was just like we literally went through college in high school. Like we were partying on college level, like going to clubs when we were 16.
Really?
With fake IDs.
Really?
Yeah, so we got it out of our system, or I did at least really young.
Yeah.
And
You were like an adult already.
yeah, well, in that aspect, emotionally, no.
No, for sure not. Yeah, for sure not.
But yeah, it was a crazy upbringing, and I mean, it's almost like movie status. It's not normal,
Right.
So I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but
Sure.
for me and my group of friends, it was,
Right.
I think, too much for a child.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Being exposed to all that. And then,
yeah. And there was not a lot of adult supervision at all. So it was just a recipe for all of us to end up in treatment.
Yeah, I love that little formula.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd end up in rehab before you're an adult.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel that. Was it like drinking weed, or was it just like the whole thing, like any hard drugs going on?
Yeah, it was everything pretty much. It was anything that you had. So
Yeah, I see.
it was started with weed
Yeah.
when I was in middle school. And just like maybe once or twice I did it in middle school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
I was
not that
started
bad.
very slow.
Yeah.
So it was a slow progression for me.
Sure.
And then it was drinking every weekend, Friday and Saturday, and then like doing schoolwork and being good during the week.
Yeah.
And that happened from like 9th grade and then 10th grade.
Yeah.
And then I found pills.
Oh.
And I got into like Xanax and Percocets and Klonopin and Oxy. I would smoke them like once in a while.
Yeah.
And I thought that I had it like under control because my friends were doing it like all the time.
Oh, I see.
And then I would only do it like once a month. So I'm like, I'm not addicted.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I would never get like any detox symptoms or withdrawals because I like was controlling it and managing it.
Sure.
So I didn't think I was an addict.
Right.
And then after high school, it just got really bad and it picked up. And I went to Miracosta, a community college.
Yeah.
And I was, smoking heroin.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Yeah.
so you escalated to
Every day. Yeah.
I see.
Then I did meth a few times.
Oh, shit.
And luckily I never got into like shooting up. But
Oh, okay.
it all happened so fast for me.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
It sucked at the time, but it was a blessing in disguise because I was able to get clean early because I lost everything really early.
Oh, for sure. Burned, crash and burned.
Yeah, I burned every bridge. And it was a blessing in disguise because I had nothing. I had nobody to help me. I had no money. I had no friends. I had no resources. I was, the last week before I got to treatment, I was just like pretty much living in my car or like whoever's house I could stay at. And I was just like, I didn't want that for my life.
Nice.
And I was just done. So I luckily like bottom was not hard for me because I would never have made it like on the streets, like, or like in jail. Like I did go to jail for like 3 days and that, or not 3 days, but like one night and 2 days. And that was like,
That's
I
enough.
was done. I was like, I'll get clean for the rest of my life after this.
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough.
I can't hang. I'm not one of those that can really hang.
Love jail and want to go keep going back.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I learned my lesson. Okay, you got me.
I like that. I wish I was that.
Yeah. So, then I got sober in Orange County.
I see. So, was that because of like the insurances were just shut you up there, or just like maybe was like a recommendation from somebody?
Yeah, it was actually a recommendation from the SIMO Foundation. She actually sponsored me to go to a place called Yellowstone in Orange County. It was a low bottom indigent recovery home, and it was not a hoity-toity place. It was not. It was not nice. It was not super clean. It wasn't really insurance based. I didn't have insurance. I had no money, and my family was done with me. So I mean, they tried to hold an intervention like a couple weeks before I finally went. Yeah, and I was like, no, I'm not going. Absolutely not. I ran
Oh,
away. So
oh,
they weren't
oh.
going to help me after that.
I see.
And then somebody was like, I have somebody to sponsor you. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yes. And then he drove me up there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was this Keon Yazdani. She lost her son, Cyrus Monzada, to an overdose on oxy.
Yeah.
I believe, or heroin. And he passed away, and she created a foundation and was able to sponsor me through that. So
Really?
thankfully for her. And it was a low bottom indigent recovery home. Like I said, it was super not nice at all, but they slapped the big book on me. Yeah. They didn't have like any of the massages or the therapy or this or that.
It's not passages.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it was actually another blessing in disguise.
Absolutely.
And I was able to get into the first 164 pages. And,
oh, really?
Yeah, and really work steps. And, they said that you're fucked and you need a power greater than yourself. And
this is all very familiar for me.
Yeah. And if you don't find one, like, you're going to die. And, like, basically told me a bunch of really uncomfortable truths about myself. Like, where have you been living? Because I was like, this is where we're going to stay. Like, this house, like, this is the treatment center. And they were like, well, where have you been living? Like, they were just very brutal and very honest. And they pointed out some uncomfortable things about myself that I needed to change and work on.
Like defects of character?
Yes. Yeah, everything. And so that's how the journey started. And it was in Orange County. And I stayed up in Orange County for like 8 years and built a really strong foundation in sobriety.
Oh, yeah. It's a good minute up there.
Yeah. And I was at detox every day working with other alcoholics.
Oh, shit.
And I took my sobriety really seriously.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I moved back down here. And obviously I'm still in AA and working steps and have a sponsor and everything. But of course, life gets busy. And now I'm a mom of 2 boys and I have a job and a husband and a lot more responsibilities than I had when I first got sober. So it's a little bit more of a juggling thing now, but
yeah, absolutely.
It's still even more important now for me to stay sober because I have built such a big, beautiful life on top of this foundation. And, you just don't know what's going to happen. It's just one of those things where, like the book says, at certain times, we have no mental defense if we don't have a defense. So,
yeah, no, absolutely. May I ask, how old were you when you went to this treatment center and got sober?
I was 20.
20 years old?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
just turned 20, yeah.
Before legal age, you were.
Mm-hmm. I hadn't even started. Yeah, I hadn't even turned 21 yet.
Wow.
And then from there, I built a really strong foundation at Yellowstone, or so I thought.
Yeah.
But there was like one thing that I wasn't willing to get honest about, and it's a full program. You have to do it 100%.
Right, well, of course.
And I was holding back like this one. I had a cell phone that I was hiding.
Oh.
So we weren't allowed to have phones.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I got loaded again. So I got loaded, for 3 days up there in Orange County with one of the guys, of course, from the treatment center that I was texting on the cell phone.
Yeah.
And
what did you guys do?
It was bad. It was already it was like trash bags, like on the streets in a motel, because we had nowhere to go. I didn't know anyone there.
And you both got caught. And you both, I see.
Yeah. So we both I was like, it was like one day and I was like, I'm ready to go back. And they were like, you can go to the Lynn House. And that was another amazing, it's considered a homeless shelter. It's a nonprofit organization and they sponsor you to be there. But once again, it was actually a nice house and they slapped the big book on me.
Got it.
So they were like, well, if you weren't licked before, like if you weren't convinced before, now you have to be 100% honest. You really have this thing. You went out again. You kept one little thing, thinking that you can, it's just thinking that you can outsmart the program, or like
Right.
that you can not do the whole thing. You're different, or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I have to do this thing 100%.
I see.
And so I just laid it all down, like,
Oh,
there was no guys there, because the guy thing for me, like, does not work at the treatment center. I need to be in an all women's like facility.
I was actually literally just thinking about that the other day. I was like, dude, like, because I went to an all men's facility.
Yeah.
Men and women should never be in fucking treatment.
No,
together.
it doesn't even make sense. You're working on yourself. Yeah. So I don't even believe in it.
Yeah, I agree. I did go to a treatment center where it was co-ed, but it was like the game was already so burnt out because of all the hookups they had going on in there that the women...
The fraternization.
The fraternization, yes. So the women were at the... so they pretty much spent the night outside the property. It used to be like they were in the same place. Like
right.
those two different dorms. One guys, one girls.
Right.
And then they changed it up like maybe like a couple years before I went to that place. The women, so they were in a sober living, like in a sober living, like really close by. So they would sleep there and stuff like that. But then they would, when they programmed, they would be in the main location. If that makes sense.
Okay.
So, but yeah, even with that, it's still a shit show.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's too much.
It's way too much, especially because like my addiction seems to go hand in hand with codependency or like love. So
yeah, absolutely.
I'm always like using with a boyfriend or something. So
yeah, absolutely, go hand in hand.
Yeah. So
yeah, I mean, how many times have you seen people relapse over a guy or over a girl?
Yeah,
it's like, how many
yeah. It's so that needed to be removed fully. I did stay sober after the Lynn House.
Yeah,
and I've been sober ever since. So
when was that?
That was in 2012. November 3rd, 2012. So tomorrow is my 13 years.
Woo, here. There you go. That's fucking awesome. I had no idea about that.
Thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I just built a really strong foundation there, and I met so many amazing women that like carried me a really strong message. I was in this group called Book House, and they were like no BS. Like
really?
We had to like raise our hands in every single meeting. I read 60 to 63, said thy will be done throughout the day. I did a 3rd and 7th step prayer. I read a chapter at Detox with my sponsee. I'll go home and write on a 10th step tonight. Like we had the gnarliest routine every single day for years. So dude. I was like deep in it, and I took it really seriously, and I was exchanging like all of my thoughts at the time with just thy will be done. I was not thinking. And I believe that that's like what really helped me tap into that 4th dimension and the spiritual awakening and like my connection with my higher power.
Yeah.
And I've never been happier in my life than I was at the Lynn House.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Like I was just, and I had nothing. I was like at a homeless shelter with a bunch of chicks.
Shit.
And I didn't have a job. I didn't have,
yeah,
any of my stuff. And couldn't have been happier just doing like God's will all day.
I see.
So.
How long were you there for?
I was there for like 3 months, and then I moved across the street or down the street to this place called the Honor House, which is the sober living that you go to after. And I got a job in sales.
I see.
And I became senior resident at the Lynn House first. And then I lived at the Honor House for like a year, and then finally moved out and got my own place. But I mean, I was taking the bus to work.
Oh, fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, I was like walking everywhere. I really had to build my life from the ground up.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
I took the bus for 3 years.
Yeah, and you have 13 years too almost, right?
Yeah, coming up March 5th, 2013 is my date, so it's coming up like in another, what is it?
4 months,
5 months. There you go, yeah. My math is like, I'm so brain dead
6
right
months?
now. Yeah. No, I think it's 4. I think it's more. But I have to get my calendar. Oh. No, yeah. I think it's 4
months. Well, good
months.
for you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's awesome.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. It was we were talking a little bit about my background, but yeah, I pretty much got picked up. I I had a bunch of drug charges and stuff like that. And at the time, the drug charges were felonies. So when I got caught for my fourth one, it was like fucking shit was going down. You know, they pretty much were gonna send me to prison, and I went to the Freedom Ranch, and I got really introduced to AA through there, and it was very similar to yours thing. It's just book. You do your chores, and then you pray, and but it was awesome. I really loved it. I stayed there twice as long as I was supposed to. I was supposed to get out like in 4 months. I stayed there for 8.
Wow.
Yeah, because
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's probably why you built such a strong foundation. And I know
Yeah.
the Freedom Ranch is big book based.
Very big book based.
So you got lucky.
Yeah. Those are the only 2 books you're allowed to read is the big book and the 12 and 12.
I mean, the answer's in there. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I think that gets watered down like with AA. It's so sad because it's literally just the book.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with the people.
No.
And their opinions.
No. Or like people are like, well, I need to work on my trauma and this and that. And like, yes, all of that's great.
Yeah.
But it just complicates everything. And if you just keep it simple and just do what's directed and outlined in the book, you will work through all of that trauma no matter what's happened.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It fixes all problems. You straighten out spiritually and you straighten out mentally and physically.
I agree with that.
So
I 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
You know, I know that maybe it's not for everybody. I can accept that to a degree. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there, you know, because some like my uncle, I'll just use him as an example. You know, rest in peace. He had a lot of like mental problems that you just
like dual diagnosis,
yes.
like schizophrenia stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like there's no coming back.
Yeah, 100%.
So there's situations like that. Okay, you need to be medicated. You need supervision. There's no way.
I'm just saying for the garden variety alcoholic.
Absolutely, but that's why I totally agree with that.
Yeah,
you know, because that's why I felt like I fit into that category.
Right.
Because I had no spirituality prior to it, and then I have to build it. And then maintain it. Yeah. Which is another thing. Because it's so easy to, you know, read the book and do the work. And then you get comfortable. And then you're like, you know.
Right.
I did enough.
Exactly. Yeah. That's when you're in dangerous territory.
Exactly. And I lived like that for a good minute too.
Right.
A few years.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
2 years. I think everybody.
You rest on your laurels, they say.
Yeah, rest on the laurels.
Yeah.
I think everybody goes through it.
For sure.
I think so. And because there's a couple people I have in my mind, but there's a few people that will, you know, they say, oh, I'm always doing it every day. I'm always, you know, it's like, sure you are, buddy.
Yeah. It's like, it's an inside job.
Yeah. You know, you can't just say it.
Yeah.
You can't proclaim it.
Yeah. Or like you can go to like a ton of meetings and then like your head's still running on self-will. And it's just like, I don't know.
No, yeah.
I don't know.
I did want to ask you this question. Because you got sober in Orange County. You were there for a good while, 8 years.
Yeah.
You pretty much had sound like a solid foundation. And how was it like to move to San Diego after? Was it like a big like transition?
Yeah, I really didn't want to do it. I love Orange County and I love the recovery there. And I do miss it so much in so many ways. I had such a strong fellowship there, and I didn't really have a choice at the time. I had to move back to San Diego. My son's dad ended up relapsing. He was a successful business owner and had built a foundation too in AA, and then he ended up relapsing, and we had to get out of there. I hadn't worked in years because he was providing for us, and now I had this baby. And so we moved back in with my dad for a little bit in Encinitas. And then I finally got on my own feet financially, like within a couple months. And we moved down here, or we moved to PB. Yeah. And me and my son. And then I was like finally independent and working, and he ended up getting clean again.
I see.
And then he actually ended up relapsing again.
I see.
and he passed away in 2021.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry about that.
When my son was 4,
Wow.
and so that was devastating.
Absolutely.
Just totally gutting for my son mainly, and so I've had to walk through that in sobriety.
Yeah, absolutely. That's probably one of the most hardest things you can go through as a person, just in general.
Yeah, that was really hard. So that happened in 2021, and the good news is I did get married also in 2021.
Oh, what?
I know, at the end of 2021.
I see.
Then I had another baby in
Oh, wow.
2021.
Oh my God, what a year!
I was pregnant. Yeah.
Like shit. Wow.
Yeah, it was a year. It was
what
a
year. How was that? Transitioning from grief and then starting a new family.
It was a lot.
Yeah,
it was a lot on us. It was almost like borderline too much.
I can feel that.
So it was just too much pressure, and we were both trying to stay sober.
Yeah.
Luckily, by the grace of God, by the skin of my teeth, I stayed sober through that.
Mm-hmm.
The grief was horrible, and it lingered.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously it gets better in time, but I still like, there are times that I look into my son's eyes and I'm just like, my heart breaks for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there's been a lot of blessings that have come out of it. And we did make it through. We made it through in our marriage. And
absolutely.
It was really, really challenging the first couple of years. And my husband did end up relapsing.
Oh, shit.
Like 6 months after I had the baby.
Oh, your new husband.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah. It was a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he relapsed on kratom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's like a legal heroin, which is horrible. You
Legal
can buy
heroin
it anywhere.
So that sounds so terrible.
I know, it's awful. It's really actually addictive. It's super hard to get off of.
Yeah, it's you can buy it at a smoke shop, right?
Yes, you can buy it at 7-Eleven.
Oh, fuck, for reals?
Yeah, and those little feel-free shots.
No way.
They were advertising them as like, oh, they're just to relax, but people didn't know that they had this addictive substance in them called kratom, and then so that was a whole thing. But
yeah. A lot of
that's
people
how my husband started on them, and then started on it, and then he started taking the kratom pills, and I didn't. I knew something was off because the man that I married was not like the same.
I see.
So we're dealing with like my son and losing his dad, and we're just newlyweds with a new baby.
New baby.
I mean, all of it was just like literally like every
much.
Life event that you can have.
It sounds so intense.
It was a lot. So I was like, I was going through it at that time, big time.
Yeah. And what helped you through that?
Prayer and AA, and my fellowship that I built, my friends. I was in therapy.
I see.
I'm just strong, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. You're strong. Shit.
I've been through a lot, so I just powered through, and I'm a mother that I didn't want to be the next one because my son lost his dad, and now the other son's dad is high.
Yeah.
And then for me to go and get high, it would just not make sense. And I just can't, I don't want to say I wouldn't, because your kids can't keep you sober.
Right.
And you never know what's going to happen. So I don't want to say I would never use again, because that's ignorant and stupid.
Sure.
But, I just went back to the basics. Like, I just went back to what I learned in the beginning.
I see.
Like working with other alcoholics, for 3rd and 7th step prayer.
Yeah.
Thy will be done throughout the day. Like writing on a 10th step.
I see.
Stuff like that. And I was nursing my baby for 2 years, so I was so like busy and like I had to hold a lot of the bills at the time.
I see.
And I was just like in mom like beast mode.
Yeah,
Like
sounds like
I was
it.
just in like
Shit.
protective mom mode.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
and I really didn't have any like family support or anybody around too much. So I was pretty much on my own.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I made it out.
Absolutely.
I made it out. And I think that it's because of the strong foundation that I built in the program and the strong relationship with my higher power. Otherwise, there's just no way. It was just too much at once. So,
yeah.
But the good news is my
Yes.
husband ended up getting clean.
Yes.
I found out finally about the kratom because it doesn't show up on drug tests.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So I was like, what's going on with my husband?
Yeah.
Why do his eyes look like that? But he's testing clean on every single test.
Mm-hmm.
I can't find anything. Like nobody's telling me anything because everybody knows I'm crazy. Nobody wants to give me any information.
Right. Yeah, because that shit wasn't around when we were using.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I was like, well, finally I found it in his car, and like the jury was out. It was like, okay, out. You can either get out of the house or get clean. And then he was like, okay, I'll get out of the house.
Whoa.
So he got out of the house, and then I was like, okay, well, because we moved to Utah for 6 months.
Uh-huh.
So we were gonna like start over a clean slate, like move to Utah. It was more affordable. We could get a bigger house. At the time we weren't making as much money as we're making now.
Sure.
We were living in like a smaller place, and I wanted like the Utah lifestyle where it's like more affordable and like the politics are different and and like just more land.
I feel it.
It's beautiful there.
Yeah.
And we were done with California. We thought.
I could understand that.
So we left for 6 months, and then that's when I found out about the kratom.
Got it.
In his car. And then he moved out for a little bit, but was still like coming around every day. And, you know, we weren't able to fully cut it off. And then when he like really wouldn't like get his stuff together, I was like, we're out of here. We're out of Utah. Like I moved back here with the kids. I took everything, and he was like, it was what he needed. He woke up finally, and he was like, I'm going to lose my whole family. I'm going to lose everything. Like, I'm going to lose my kid. Yeah. My wife is gone. Like, I have to make a change. So that was his rock bottom. And then he's been clean ever since.
That's awesome.
But, so everything's been good since we moved back here. He's working a program. I'm working a program. We're both clean. We're both making money. We're both contributing. The kids are great. They're in a Christian private school.
Oh, I see.
So things are looking up.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And how long have you been clean?
I've been clean for 13 years.
Oh, yes.
Oh, him.
Yes.
Him. He'll be 2 years in July.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm so glad that worked out.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a long road, but everybody has a story.
Absolutely. Oh my God. And oh my God, I had one more question for you, and I totally just drew a blank. But what are your plans for the future? Since it seems like you guys are pretty much back in San Diego and getting off on your feet. Is it? Do you want to remain here, or is?
Yeah, we plan to stay here. We don't want to leave. We don't want to go. We just plan to stay here and deal with the costs and everything because it's worth it.
Yeah.
I don't want to change the kids' school again.
Yeah, I see.
And we've built an amazing community at our church and awesome. In AA and
nice.
At my kids' school, and my husband's built a great community in his AA here.
Awesome.
And he's starting his own company finally.
Oh, that's right.
And yeah, we just plan to stay on this path.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, following the road that being paid from God. You know what I mean?
Yep, exactly. Yeah. So we just like believe that it's better to raise the kids with faith and
Yeah.
I mean it really is, the big book does point you to faith. I
Yes.
mean it like draws so many similarities like from the Bible.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Yeah.
but without being like religious, which is why it's so great because
Yeah.
it's like all encompassing, and people, you know, they bristle with antagonism or whatever it is when
Yes.
they hear the word God sometimes, or religion, because some of them grew up with it, or
Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely.
they have preconceived notions or whatever the case is. So that's
Right.
why it's so great and it works so well.
Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree with that. Because I had a bad taste with religion, so
Right.
that was a challenge seeing the God word.
Right.
for a minute.
Totally. Yeah.
But when I started doing AA, and I developed a different relationship with God, and I'm much more open minded.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me anymore. It doesn't. And you know, my interpretation of God is probably not the same as, you know, the typical person's, but I truly believe without that connection from a higher power, it's like it's just not gonna work.
Right. Totally. Has to.
Yeah.
Like, and it says that his defense must come from a higher power.
Yes.
So even if it's like they say a doorknob or whatever it is.
Something dumb. It's still better than nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't matter.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for coming up.
Yeah,
for coming
of
down here.
course.
And
Of course.
I really would love to do a podcast with your husband.
Yeah, let's do it next time.
Yes, and then do the video.
Yeah, let's do it. We can do it together or separate.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
100%.
Because we were high school sweethearts too. So we
Oh,
actually
what?
dated and used together in
Oh,
high
that's
school.
hilarious.
Yeah. We were running together, partying, and then we went our separate ways to get clean. And then I had a kid in Orange County. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. That was just
And then we got back together. Yeah.
like a
Full circle.
I love that. Well, hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much again for coming on here.
Thank you for having me.
All
This
right.
is so awesome.
Fuck yeah.
I love this brand.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck fentanyl.
Yeah. Seriously.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.